Today we got the world's richest people who live like they're poor. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I strive to become a person like that. You know what I'm saying? That just sounds dope as fuck. It's like never letting the money change you. You know, I've been seeing those pictures of how Adam Sandler just walks around in these baggy ass shorts. Like, bro, you're a millionaire, bro. What are you doing? But that shit also, like, it changes me. Like, damn, bro, this dude really humble, bro. He's sitting here making like 9 figures a year, and he's still getting his clothes from Walmart, fucking Costco clothes. But yeah, man, with that being said, let's go ahead and get on into this video.
Christian Bale drives a 2003 Toyota pickup, while IKEA's founder still flew coach after making 50 billion.
Okay, see, like, I mean, come on, making 50 billion and flying commercial. Like, holy shit, at that point, he could just rent out the entire commercial plane, have it to himself. Bro can fucking buy the whole plane, actually.
Let's start with someone worth 300 million who drives a Toyota Prius, Leonardo DiCaprio. In fact, Leo liked his Prius so much, he bought it.
This is the guy from the, what you call it, Titanic, right? See, like, wait, like, what does any famous actor like that have any business driving a Toyota Prius? He literally buy a Batmobile if he, like, really felt like it.
His Prius so much, he bought another 3 for his mother, father, and stepmother, not to mention—
Okay, no, if you're gonna make it out, bro, at least bless up your parents, you know what I'm saying? Don't buy him a Toyota Prius. You know, you can remain humble yourself, but you gotta have your mom living it up.
Brothers commercial over private flights, believing it's a greener alternative. He's therefore often seen at the airport looking secretive but fairly casual, although he only reaches peak casual when riding his bike through New York City.
Damn, that's humble right there. Another thing is, I feel like they'd also just get sick of being famous at some point, you know, just want to get out and do ordinary things.
Sure, DiCaprio does own 4 side-by-side houses in Hollywood, but when David Dobrik met him there, he described Leo as surprisingly normal.
Like, he opened the door for us and his dog got out. And so he had to go chase his dog. like, and that's where you go, oh my god, it's the guy from the Titanic, and this is the Wolf of Wall Street, but he's here at his house, just chilling.
And this even extends to how Leo treats his fans. I went up to him at a restaurant and his security stopped me. I heard him saying, "It's okay, let him through." He proceeded to give me an autograph and we talked for like 2 minutes. Absolutely down to earth and no superiority complex at all.
See, like, who needs to take notes from this guy? Fucking Justin Bieber. I remember 2012 Justin Bieber was ruthless. He did not like his fans for shit. And then you got this guy making 2-minute conversations with random people. You know, given how busy his life is already.
Leo at least tries to live a normal life, but somebody who actually does is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters. When asked how he spends his 320 million, Dave Grohl stated, "It goes straight into my bank account where it turns all moldy and smelly, given he basically buys nothing." For example, Dave Grohl christened his first credit card with the extravagant purchase of a Benihana dinner, and when asked about cars, he'd state, "I drive a family car. Not a monster SUV, but a family car that fits 5 people," adding
like what's your motive for saving this much money, man? I guess I am like kind of against the idea, because if you making bread like this, like, why not just live it up? What's the point of saving all that shit? It definitely is still good to save money though.
Adding that his Tesla was impractical and the stupidest thing, as he thought it was too fancy. He'd also
there's multiple videos on how Teslas are shit, how like the alignments on the cars are ass. My boy is worth 300 million and he thinks driving a Tesla is too fancy.
His holiday home back in 2017, and now owns only one single Los Angeles property, which he calls a house that's just big enough. He'd add, "I don't need even more money, cars, and gold chains. They don't make you happy, and I'd rather be happy than stinking rich," concluding with the statement, "I'm not a banker, I'm a musician."
Talk to him, bro. See, that'll move a person right there. It's like saying, like, I don't like jail, I just like my touchy cellmate.
What? Let's make it about the music. Let's not talk about money. Let's just go have a good time.
Dave Grohl is the Keanu Reeves of rock and roll, talented and humble, which also describes Christian Bale after adding one more word: frugal. Similar to Dave Grohl, Bale lives in a nice but simple Los Angeles property, although he'd recently announced he was dropping 22 million on 12 separate houses, all of which are going to a foster care charity. I
was about to say, I'm like, that's not very humble at all. Shit, isn't Christian Bale that dude that would do these like crazy ass diets, like lose 20 pounds, put on 20 pounds? That shit could not have been good for you, bro.
When offered a luxury villa on the set of Public Enemies, Christian Bale refused, with the director explaining he just wanted an ordinary room. Christian is so modest and unassuming, which is supported by one of Bale's interview statements. "Wealth doesn't mean anything to me. If a robber broke into my house, he'd burst into tears."
I bet you he would. Break into a Hollywood actor's house and then seeing, you know, completely ignoring the fact that he drives a what did he say he was driving in the beginning? A Toyota. You get up into his house and all you can hear is the fire alarms that are low on the battery start making that beeping noise. No, the struggle is real, bro.
And it wouldn't be worth stealing his car either.
That's what he drives around in. 2003 Toyota Tacoma. It's a good car. Never breaks. He's like, if someone needs me to carry something, I can put it in the back.
Christian Bale's truck
That's
has
tough.
become a notable Hollywood talking point.
I guess people have this idea of Hollywood stars, they're driving like the nicest cars.
What are you saying? The Tacoma's not the nicest car. How
It's a
dare you?
2006
How dare you? I'll have you know that it goes 20 downhill, madam.
Tacoma, right?
2003, thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
God, that's
Yeah, and
almost-
second-hand even then.
And while he might have been spotted also driving a dusty Porsche, it seems the 2003 Toyota is his go-to daily driver.
Sorry, bro. If I had that much money, I'm not holding out on the temptation to buy a Bugatti. Like, are you serious? Because, like, at that point, if you're gonna be that humble, it's like, what did I make it out for? I guess you could be, like, hella humble, like, donating all your money to, like, kids in need. No, kind of like Mr. Beast, actually.
Jokes on everyone else because he's actually driving one of the best vehicles to ever be
No, the fuck
produced.
that's
Bale
not.
described his life by stating,
Okay.
I do the exact same as I've always done. I don't have an assistant, I don't drive a flashy car, I do everything myself. I go to the supermarket
W,
myself, the
bro.
hardware store. It's something I would greatly miss because I'd start to feel like a prisoner, which might also explain why Bale has rejected most technology. Co-star
I
Bryce
see.
Dallas Howard said he barely has a cell phone. He's not one of those flamboyant actors that
Damn.
need a lot of people helping him.
He's really remained, like, truly down to earth this whole time. Like, bro don't even got bodyguards. And then you see people like 6ix9ine or, like, Lil Uzi. I mean, I guess it's kind of different with rappers.
He and his wife don't have a nanny.
Oh, it's definitely different. Because 6ix9ine needs those bodyguards, bro.
They live in a one-bedroom house. They're very low-maintenance, low-key real people. But if it's a competition for who can
Tight
live the
shit.
cheapest, NBA player Kawhi Leonard might still be the winner.
Kawhi?
Because despite making
The weird laughing ass dude? Nah, there's no way. NBA superstar, he gotta be living it up, bro. If he's humble, maybe that's why his laugh sounds broke as fuck. See, it all makes sense now.
128 million over the last 3 years, Kawhi still drives a 1997 Chevy Tahoe
What the
because it runs
fuck?
and it's
128 million in a year. And you driving this piece of shit? What is this corny ass license plate? Fucking Pittsburgh Steelers? Nobody likes that team, bro. Damn, bro, that's tough. It's like some of y'all need to learn, man. Be wiser with your money, for real.
paid off. The car, which is proudly nicknamed the Gas Guzzler, sits outside his 2-bedroom San Diego apartment,
No, there's
although
no
it's
way
at
that's
the
true.
Wingstop just down the street.
There's no way that's true. Dude is a celebrity. He's not living in a fucking apartment building. There's a difference between being humble and being dumb. This is not true. I need to see video proof that he lives in this. Because if you're a celebrity, you got fans, bro. And then you got some dumbass fans too. No, you might have some haters. It's dangerous.
That his frugality really shows. After landing a sponsorship with the company back in 2016, they sent him a coupon booklet for free chicken wings, which he then accidentally lost,
So
apparently
it's next to Wingstop. You know what? It all makes sense. Completely understandable. Wingstop to me is a bit overrated. Not gonna hold you.
to a panic attack. Wingstop also seems to be Kawhi's go-to place for autographs.
He's not beating that stereotype. I'll tell you that. He's just making it worse. I mean, come on, bro. Selling autographs at a place that sells chicken.
But Ed Sheeran's go-to place for anything is the couch in his
Ed
hometown
Sheeran, I'm in love with the shape of you. I love this ginger boy.
house. He made $775 million from his 2023
What the
tour, but when asked
700. Yo, that's damn near $1 billion. What the fuck? Yo, remaining humble when you making billions, that takes some balls right there.
about his bank, he'd state, I use my Barclays student account. I've not upgraded because I don't spend much money. If I had all my money in one account, I
Tight
would spend
shit.
all of it, so I get an allowance. But when asked about how much the allowance was, he'd give a shocking answer. Maybe $1,000. I really don't spend much money. I spend most of it on
$1,000.
taxis.
I
Hotel
don't spend much money. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying. There's no way you're not giving into that temptation. I mean, 775 million, bro. Like, no one's gonna blame you for living it up, you know?
certainly weren't a primary expense, as he'd sleep in Courtney Cox's spare room for 3 months straight, which might have been a mansion in Malibu, although he didn't need such luxury.
I do go to LA every now and then, go to wanky restaurants with people, and that is a
I forgot he's British. British people, like, start pronouncing your R's, bro. I don't love him. Never mind. I don't love Ed Sheeran. How come he's always singing his songs with an English accent then? Or I mean, an American accent.
I do go to LA every now and then, go to wanky restaurants with
Wanky,
people,
oh
and
my god, spare me, bro. Wanky. A wanky, like, is really wanky. It's like the concept of just wankiness, like, you're such a wanker, bro. It's not good, is it? It's jolly wanky, I tell you.
that is a side of my life, but I also lived in the place that I grew up with my wife who grew up there.
As mentioned, Ed Sheeran married his high school
okay.
girlfriend and moved back to their English country hometown with only 4,000 people. Here he keeps
Dude,
up
that's
normal
romantic as fuck. He got rich, made it out, and then went back to his hometown to live with his, what do you call that? High school some shit. It's like high school sweetheart.
working hours.
I actually got the idea from Eminem. He works 9 to 5, goes in,
does a studio, goes home.
And when asked about lavish
He works
holidays
a 9
he'd
to 5.
state, I'm ginger,
Except he
so
makes
we don't really
millions.
sit on beaches. I can't think of anything less relaxing than sitting getting burnt in the sun. No, I just shut all my doors, turned off my phone and watched lots of DVD.
I mean, bro is ginger and British. Despite all that, he still made it out. Like, that's saying a lot, bro. Get your lazy ass out of bed. Go make some money, dude.
He's perhaps best resonating with the Hunger Games, as Jennifer Lawrence is equally
Katniss
normal,
Everdeen.
despite being often cited as
Gosh, she bad as fuck, yo. Oh my god, bro. We were watching this movie in 8th grade, bro. Each scene that she was in, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's like something about her was so charming to me. I don't know.
the most successful actress of her generation. Jennifer Lawrence stated, I'm in bed by 11 p.m. at the latest.
Respect.
I prefer that to hanging around Hollywood parties at night. Fame or being
That is way better, bro. Sleeping in early rather than getting hungover at these big ass parties. Like, even to like big people, I'm like, how do they do this shit, bro? How do they, like, some of these rappers, like, how do they be smoking, getting high as hell, being in the mood to work? That shit makes no sense to me, bro. Like, YoungBoy, bro, my idol, YoungBoy. I have no idea how he does it. Dude does every drug in the fucking book, and that just only makes him sing better. I don't know. It's witchcraft, I tell you, bro.
famous has never impressed me, which might also explain why she refused to upgrade her Volkswagen EOS even after finding initial
Her fine ass, like,
success. She'd eventually splurge on an equally humble Chevy Volt while living
She
in the
humble
same
too?
Los Angeles townhouse that was bought for less than $1 million before the fame. She'd state, I was raised to have value for money, to have respect for money even though you have a lot of it,
Tight
with this
shit.
respect for money leading to a life of extreme humility. I still look for
Shit like
bargains in
that.
the supermarket. Just because you're getting recognized by other people doesn't mean you've become anything special, and according to Ingvar Kamprad, being a billionaire didn't make you special
okay,
either.
well, this guy is straight up a billionaire. Now that I think about it, like, all the billionaires are kind of humble. Like, that's the thing with successful people, or those business owners. They don't really be too worried about like the clothes they got on and shit like that.
By starting the Swedish furniture brand IKEA, Ingvar built a net worth of $53
The owner of
billion,
IKEA.
and in
Damn.
2004 briefly overtook Bill Gates as the world's richest person.
Holy
Despite
shit.
this, Ingvar was known for driving a 1993 Volvo 240.
Like, y'all hearing this shit right now? What type of trapped out ass car is this, bro? It look like you catch your hippie neighbor just getting high as hell in here, like smoke boxing the fuck out of this thing. Like, that's what I'm getting at right now. This Scooby-Doo ass car, but it's drove by a fucking billionaire. This shit, fair plays, bro. He's saving money. Saving money. Yep. It's like pouring a cup of water into the ocean.
Which he drove around his hometown, known for having frugal people. It is in the nature of Smiland to be thrifty. If you look at me now, I don't think I'm wearing anything that wasn't bought at a flea market, and Ingvar was even committed to always flying economy. How the hell can I ask people who work for me to travel cheaply if I'm traveling in
Ooh,
luxury?
preaching. Hold
It's
up.
a question of good leadership. Best to stay in touch with the real world, although he
Yo, bro, like, that shit damn near brought me to tears. This is facts right here. Like, he looking at the deeper picture. He like trying to have his employees know that he's humble, man. Bro, smart, for real.
to stay in touch with the real world, although he might have been so cheap that the world lost touch with him. Normally, I try to get my hair cut when I'm in a developing country. Last time it was in Vietnam. Ingvar died in 2018 as the world's 8th richest person,
Damn,
and while
he died. R.I.P., man. No, his grandkids are definitely going to be living it up. His grandkids going to be living that good life. I mean, just think, he didn't spend a dime of all that money that he made.
Mark Zuckerberg isn't popular with everyone, he definitely maintains the legacy of frugal billionaires. He's currently
Mark, can you give me the Zuck?
Mark, give me the Zuck. But you can follow up and tell me what that means.
I'm not really sure what that means, but you can follow up on that. See, the thing with Mark Zuckerberg is I always see him wearing like some sort of cheap ass t-shirt. Like Costco clothes is what I'm trying to say.
the 4th richest person on earth with 170 billion, but wears the exact same shirt
See?
every single day,
told
reducing
you, bro.
decision fatigue while making his life simple.
4th richest person in the world, and you holding out on this. What? Fuck, I'm starting to hate humble people. Like, why, bruh? Why? You worked too hard for this. Why are you saving all this money for?
Now, like Leonardo DiCaprio, Zuckerberg owns 5 side-by-side
Okay.
Silicon Valley
See, no, okay. He's not completely living in poverty, okay? He's treating himself a little bit.
houses. Although it's not like they all have tennis courts, the primary residence is nice but fairly normal, and is 10 minutes away from the mega mansions in the nearby suburb of Atherton.
I
Zuckerberg
mean, if he's worth like 170 billion, he should be living in no less than a palace, right? Good guy, bro.
owns an Acura TSX worth 30 grand, a Honda Fit worth 18 grand, a Volkswagen Golf also
Fairly
worth
normal
30
cars.
grand, and a Pagani Huayra they were worth, well, 4 million.
Damn, that's understandable. I mean, you gotta have your little Batmobile or something, bro, if you're worth billions, right?
For the most part, his checklist is safe, comfortable, and not ostentatious. Tyler Winklevoss called Mark Zuckerberg the poorest rich person I've ever seen in my life, although he perhaps hadn't seen Lil Dicky, who made a whole song about how cheap he was. It was appropriately titled Saving Dat Money, for which
dude, what happened to Lil Dicky? We love the earth, it is our... Damn, did bro fall off, or do I just not see videos about him no more? Well, I guess I just kind of said the same thing twice. Did he fall off, or do I not see videos? Like, what the fuck am I saying, bro?
Make a music video without spending a single dollar.
The concept of the video is how can I make
this sounds like
the
exactly
most epic rap video ever for no money.
He'd therefore visit mansions, boats, and clubs, trying to convince random people to let him use their stuff, all of which being done while wearing the cheapest clothes possible.
Bro.
He'd state, you hear a lot of rap songs about spending money. I thought, wouldn't it be funny to make a song about saving money because it's ironic? But beyond irony, I genuinely have pride in saving money. I'm a relatively cheap person who, to me, it's not cool to overspend, it's cool to get a great deal. Within the song itself, Dicky admits to using his cousin Greg's Netflix account, getting his hair cut with several...
You can't blame him for this. I mean, Netflix, what was it? It started out at $8 a month. Now it's damn near what, like fucking 30? Like, it's like 26 or some shit. Yo, y'all are taxing, bro, respectfully. Everyone is gonna do this. We're all using each other's logins. You got me fucked up.
In between, and wearing the same pair of jeans every day, also showing his frustration with how famous music made him.
Mark, you seeing them? Mark?
Those guys such a troll.
Look what my life has become.
And then, of course, there's Adam Sandler.
He favors oversight.
The face of humbleness. It makes sense why he saved this guy for last. I mean, come on, bro. We got a whole day in school just dedicated to this man right here. It's called Adam Sandler Day, where people just pull up in these shitty ass clothes. It's not shitty, but it's like, it's questionable though.
Oversized clothes, untied sneakers, and a fresh from the hamper look.
His dress style is so casual, it's basically a meme. This man has more money than he knows what to do with, and still gets his drip from Walmart.
Literally.
Love it. He always looks ready for a basketball match because, according to this interview, he loves to turn up and play with random people.
I fly in, try to find a game somewhere, play, get a little sweat.
I once played basketball with Sandler during lunch break on Grown Ups. He has an automatic three-pointer and is as down-to-earth as any famous person I've ever met. I can't say enough nice things.
Yo, where is Sonny V2 finding these comments from? Like, my boy, your ass did not meet Adam Sandler. Who the fuck are you lying to? Like, right? Like, who believes this shit?
About the guy.
I literally go to any park, I see a game going off, and I go, all right, let me just walk in. I walk up, a couple people usually go, oh, that's
that one guy.
That's his name, and then I go, yeah. And then I get a 5-on-5 going.
He isn't scared to photobomb a random wedding, get a standard breakfast at IHOP, or eat a jar of pickles while walking down the street, despite being worth almost $500 million.
Again, that temptation to just give out and buy like everything. The fact that he's resisting that is crazy. That shit right there takes some balls. Anyways, man, it's gonna be the end of this video. Y'all let me know who y'all favorite rich broke person was in the comments. But yeah, man, other than that, sub up. Road to 10K before the end of this summer. I'm gonna hit it, bro. You best believe. But yeah, sub up, and I'll catch y'all next time, man. Peace out.